I brought this old blue trunk in, and one of the, trust me, I think I used every tree Kirby had this year. So what I did was, I had this tree, I can't find the bottom, I can't find the top, I just had the middle. Then over here I had a top and no stand. So this is a mismatched tree, but for what we're doing it's awesome. I just put it on an old stand, set it inside this trunk, took an old piece of burlap, and we're going to kind of cover this. When you're doing something like this is going to be kind of a small vintage look. Burlap kind of softens it, and it also brings the tonal of the flowers and stuff in the tree. Going to bring that and tone it down just a little bit to give you that old feel. I put a crate in here just to build it up a little bit higher. And what we're going to do with, since it's ribbon week here, we're going to start with one of our ribbons. Love this ribbon. It's cool. It's got a solid background to it. This one, I believe, is $18 a bolt. There's 10 yards on this. I've got it in this color. I think there's a green one with a red, a citron green and red, and then there's a brown. So brown, green, and khaki like this. Beautiful ribbon. This makes a great table runner if you're ever needing it. I just roll it off the roll. I cut it. I don't look. I don't measure. Some people say it's because I don't read, but I do read, and I know how to write. We're going to start off with this. We're going to make a little tail right here. We're going to take, and that's going to be coming out of the tree just like that. I do some things like this so I don't forget, because I know I want that on there, but I get all involved with the tree and then I'll forget it and then it's too late. We're going to cut some of these, take them out. The shorter pieces will come in here. I want you to see how this isn't time-consuming or really mind-numbing to do. You just take it and stick it in the tree. I'm going to find some key points. I want this color to pop out. Take it, stuff it in, bring it over here. You can see how it kind of puffs out and makes its own little creations. Don't worry if, I kind of let the ribbon guide me. So don't worry that it's not straight and it's not even. You just kind of come in over here. We're actually going to change the pattern, come out with it, and then right down here we'll put one more little swipe of ribbon. And then come back and straighten your ribbon out. And there we've got just the ribbon on the tree, which is really cool. For some reason, I cuss them like the Dickens, but I always bring in these spiky things, and then I cuss them because they get stuck to each other or get stuck on stuff when you're walking by. But I love them. This is a great one. You can't see it today, but this is chocolate brown. You can see that. When the lights are on it or it hits the spotlights or in your home, it's got a great burgundy tinge to it, and then a red, and then almost a pink. So it goes with everything. It's amazing how these work. Also, if you don't like these, I don't know if I can do it with my fingernail, usually I can. You see these little long strings here? You take your finger, well, this one's not going to do it. You take a pair of scissors, I've got a pair right here. If you don't like that long string piece, take your scissors, curl them. Takes a little while, but you can curl it, every one of them. And it gives it a little, well, just pull that right out, but it gives it a little bit of flavor. So you don't have to use them just straight like that. Now we're going to take, of course, start at our top, put that in. I think I have a total of 6 of these. And the thing I like to do when I'm doing the big picks is I will do the top side or one side. I may do one on the other side. I never do all the way around it because that's just a little too pokey or too much, we'll say. Okay, and I want that to go farther. There we go. We'll bring one here. Maybe one down here and bring it out. And then just to tie it all together, we'd probably throw one right there. Then I'm going to come in with, what do I want to do next? These. We used the poinsettias a little bit ago, but I want to show you something cool. If you take, I like using different colors together. Take 2 of these, different colors. I've got them in burgundies, I've got them in everything. I'm going to hold it just like this. I'm not going to wire it together. And then just start pulling out your leaves, bending them down and curling them so they've got a little bit of flavor, a little bit of reality to the leaf. And then here's what we do. You take the green, you pull it around, you bring the chocolate over here, pull it in, kind of mix the centers just a little bit, and we've got a double flower. I'm not going to wire it or anything. I'm going to look up here and find a few key points, and that's where my flowers are going to go into. And I've already done these so you don't have to watch me fold all of them. We'll go in with one right here. going with one right there. One right here. And the great thing is, I mean, this is kind of crazy, but if you're ever short a centerpiece, you can just go up and rub your tree and get your flowers, and then you're done. Now we're going to pull these two apart. I'm going to use a couple separate. We'll put a green one here, and I think I want a brown one right over here. Kind of pretty, different. I've got one more green and I need it right up here, so I'm just going to pop that green. And when you're doing the top piece, you could spread it all out, but what I like to do is come in and spread just the bottom limbs up, and I leave these standing almost straight up, so you get the full effect of the flower. And then we're going to pull this one right up in here. And just adjust it. And you know, you can go back in and bend. What I'm going to do is take one of these tree limbs like we always talk, secure that up there so it stays in place, and then just bend away. Alright. Now, we're pretty muted on our tones right now. It's kind of a, now's the fun. We're going to bring in some Citron pointy picks. These are awesome. I think I've got some silver left. I don't know how many we've got left in silver. I've got red and some citron green left, and really, really pretty. We're going to take these once again, look for the holes where you don't have anything at. It's as simple as that. Stuff it. Of course, we want one at the top. Want to bring that in, just like that. Pull it out if you want. One here, and maybe one over here. Bend those out. See how that fills in the areas? Really, really cool. Now, got to do a different layer. Love these. These are actually burgundy, but in the right color they go red. In a different color they have a lot of pink sparkle to them, so it just goes with everything. Works very well with chocolates and stuff. But this is the blending of chocolate, reds, and pinks. I want you to see how well it works together. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The color combos are great. And then we'll add one right here. And you can see we're just kind of coming in here and stuffing where we need a little bit of color. I want one of these up here, I think. Here. Now, these are the fun things. We get tickled with stuff we use. The other day, there's only one thing to call. These are Martian balls. I don't know why we call them that, but they are. They look like something that should be on your head. These are great. We've got them in red and green, and I think there may be some brown left and maybe some copper. They're great if you're doing arrangements or anything, because you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks. You take and cut them off of here. It's awesome if you're doing flower arrangements. I just want the pop of green and that little ball effect on here. So we're going to take these in. And it's just a different shape. It's a different texture, so it kind of goes with everything. And one down here, they're very noisy. And one over here. And let's put one right up here. And like I tell everybody when you do this at home, take the tags off. It looks a little tacky if the company comes over. Okay. These are great. This is a garland we brought in to use specifically for a garland. I was working on the owl tree. It was 1:30 in the morning. I thought I don't want to do garland. So I just took this and placed it in the tree, and I thought this is really cool. I didn't take it apart. I want you to see what happens when you do this. Let's pick a spot right here. Take it, pull your tree up, push it in, and it's just cool. It's a neat effect to do. And it doesn't take, you wouldn't have to do but 2 or 3 in a tree. And it's a great look. We're going to put one right here too. I want you to see that. That's just kind of fun. Silly. Then, one more color. We're going to go burgundy. Got to do it. Got to do it. Right here. And these are pine cones. I'm not hanging them this way. We're going to stuff them in the tree just so that we can get that effect of burgundy in here. This one we'll put up right here. That's it. There we go. One right there. You can turn them on the side however you want. One right there. Let's put one right over here. And there you have my rendition of burgundy, browns, reds, and greens. One more thing I want to add. We're doing the vintage. Everyone is afraid of these. These are my best friends. I love these little guys. I think they're hilarious. They are so vintage. These are great. These are bendable. So you take their legs, you can bend them, do whatever you want. What we're going to do today is we're going to bring him in. And we're going to take one of these, I'm going to take this out for just a second. We're going to take this tree limb, we're going to wrap it around his arm. And we're going to to take one leg, flip it out. He is in your tree. Now he's got a little buddy. So we're going to take him and just set him right in the tree. And at night, secretly, they have been decorating your tree. Kind of cute, different. Remember we put a box in that trunk? This one you would also bring in your packages and stack them in the trunk and all around the trunk. Something really easy to do, fun to do.